a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tennessee Titans. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They go play action with Willis. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, here's Willis. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On first down, Willis. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that is incomplete.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
Let's go now. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Left wing 19.
Again, Willis to throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Titans. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets him ready at the 34. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Right, 97. Ready?
They'll set up a throw. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Willis will look to throw on first down. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Chigakonkwo An 11-yard touchdown. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. This defense for the Titans, they were excellent a week ago with a win over Pittsburgh.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the play.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and the Titans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Play action. Here's Willis. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. Open target here, Darius Slayton. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Willis now off of play action. That ball caught by Slayton. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Now a 1st carry for Derrick Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Second down throw coming by Willis. Complete. It's Henry. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line of the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Here's Willis now off the play fake. And it's a Titans touchdown. Darius Slayton from 3 yards out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. about set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Amani Hooker. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
19 right.
On 1st down, Willis.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line.
Jack rep.
Cook up the gut. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Let's go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
He'll rifle this one deep right side and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Back to throw. Right back to Pitts again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Falcons.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Willis. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Third down, it's Willis.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Now on fourth down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to air one out.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's fourth down.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. That's taken on the 20. Now a hit and a loose football. Taking it right down Broadway. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD.
Coup for the extra point.
And this one's back to an 8-point game.
Makes the score Titans 25, Falcons 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And it's a fumble. And this one will actually go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how we conclude this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Okay, ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Lonnie Johnson picks it.
And the Titans are going to get it back here just past the 35.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
A nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. 2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action.
Inside handoff, Henry. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
Willis looking to throw on 1st down. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Willis.
Here's Higgins out of the right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Then caught by Henry. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Willis to throw once more.
Touchdown! Derrick Henry from 8 yards out.
And the Titans go up by 2 touchdowns.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Falcons take over first down at their own 23-yard line.
On the set.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge.
Jones hit and the ball's out. And that might be Titan football. It is.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. To try again after the sack. Willis. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1.
Willis looking to throw it.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Chigakonkwo with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Titans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw here. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
83 yards rushing now for Cook, and this is a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. You want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10, it's Willis.
He completes it to Henry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. To the air on 1st down, here's Willis.
And it's caught. And it's a Titans touchdown. T. Higgins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Titans add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Amani Hooker. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Now Willis.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Ready, break. 18 Chargers, 18 Chargers.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Willis on 1st and 10.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That sack was by Isaiah Oliver from his cornerback position.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Open man is Higgins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Willis.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Harold Landry able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able